Now I'm going to talk about the Goblin Slayer controversy. So about a month ago, Crunchyroll decided to promote an anime called Goblin Slayer. And by the way they promoted it, it made it seem like this anime was for the same people who want Dragon Ball Z, which it wasn't. So it wasn't a surprise when people got angry and were like, hey, I didn't sign up for this. However, I feel like a bunch of anime YouTubers saw this and were like, we can't blame Crunchyroll. So they decided to blame it on normies and be like, hey guys, I'm the anime guy. So I talk about anime. And let me tell you, there is a huge controversy over this anime called Goblin Slayer. And let me tell you, I have watched this anime, so I know a thing or two about it. So I know exactly why these normies are mad. And it is freaking stupid. The reason why these normies are mad, it is because this anime has a grape scene in it. And not only that, but this is not the first anime to have a grape scene in it. Have these normies never seen... Alright, fuck, I hate that voice. Have these normies never seen Berserk? These normies are getting mad over a grape scene. Don't you agree that starting a controversy over a grape scene is freaking stupid? Yes, I do agree. Everyone agrees, but that is not the reason why people are getting mad, you strawman piece of shit. And the thing is, a bunch of anime YouTubers either know why people are mad and they don't want to talk about it because they need to get those sponsorships, or they're misinformed. And both of these things are bad because you're either misinformed and you're spreading misinformation, or you're just lying to everybody. And it seems like it's working. YouTubers who talk about Goblin Slayer, they always mention the straw man, but they never mention anything about it being Crunchyroll's fault. Even the people who are supposed to be informed are misinformed about this situation.
There are a lot of other shows that are far more explicit that I don't see people having nearly as much issues about, like for instance Game of Thrones or other things like that.
This video was brought to you by Verve. Head on over to verve.co/gaijin for a limited 30-day free trial of all— What, Goblin Slayer episode 1? Yeah, I didn't get that outrage. You guys know Berserk had a freaking horse in it, right?
And they always say the same shit. I don't know why people are getting mad at this anime when there are a lot more fucked up animes out there. And every time they say that, I just want to strangle them. Well, except Shadowversity. What? I like his channel a lot more than these other guys. Anyways, like I said in my last video, shouldn't this make you wonder that maybe this isn't about the rape scene and maybe it's about Crunchyroll being incompetent? They probably just saw the thumbnail and were like, PG. Also, before anyone brings up the argument, why is rape bad but murder okay? So apparently, you have never seen murder in kid shows. What I'm trying to say is, anybody can kill. If you're a good guy, you can kill. If you're a bad guy, you can kill. But you can't rape and be a good guy. But you can say, well, that's not my point. What I'm trying to say is that blood and gore is still fucked up. Yes, it is fucked up, but most people are desensitized from it. But rape is still something you don't see every day. So when you do see it, it's a lot more shocking. And rape should only be in shows that are TV mature or higher. Now with that being said, let's watch this video. Why this video? Well, it's the first one I saw, so it's the one we're going to watch.
Hey guys, it's your gal! And right now I would like to address some of the controversies surrounding Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer might sound really familiar to you all, but lately it's been under some controversy after its anime release due to some of the explicit scenes that were shown in—
No, that wasn't just the reason why. It was because Crunchyroll. But continue.
Well, I would have to give you a little TLDR before I can get into that. I'm going to be telling you the main part, so don't get too upset that I'm not going to be getting too detailed, but it's about slaying goblins!
I don't know why she screamed slaying goblins. I'm guessing the reason why she did it's because she's pretty much saying, what did you guys expect from a show called Goblin Slayer? Not grape. By the way, for those of you who don't know what I mean by grape, I mean just take out the G in grape.
And the reason why so many people are so upset about the first episode is, from what I could find, the edginess and the infamous rape scene.
Again, no, it's Crunchyroll.
From what I can tell, the backlash from how edgy it is comes from how grim the story is. And I will say right off the bat, do I think it's edgy? Hell yeah! It's as edgy as every preteen in the early 2000s listening to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. But do I think because it's edgy, it's bad? No. And anyone who thinks that's a valid point to make in calling a show bad sees.
I can't tell if you're trying to strawman these people and pretty much telling your audience, these people are calling this anime bad because it's edgy. Crazy, right? And again, I would agree with you if that were the truth. but it's not. And again, that isn't the only reason why people are outraged over this anime.
And I'm not saying edgy shows can't be bad, they definitely can. But to say every edgy show is bad...
Nobody's saying that. Ugh.
But honestly, I don't even know what the term for edgy is in this community anymore. I personally equate it to dark and serious, but I don't know if that's what everybody else goes by anymore. Shows like this that I find are done badly are shows that are written to have their main characters seem so dark and mysterious, like SAO and Akame ga Kill, where their writing is just very bad, so it comes off as cringy and try-hardy. Whereas with Goblin Slayer, it just felt right. It felt like this is his character, and that's normal and fine.
But nobody's saying that. People are mad because Crunchyroll didn't tell them this anime is not for kids.
After the show was released, I woke up to my Twitter just drowning in tweets about how vile and disgusting this anime is because of how uncomfortable it made them.
Not to point to why people are mad.
And rape is a disgusting and awful thing that only the scummiest of scum ever do.
When she said that, I was like, that's a little dramatic. It reminds me of people who get mad over a joke. Like you're just hanging around with your friend, and you tell them, when I go home, I'm going to tell my girlfriend to make me a sandwich. Then some guy comes up to you and is like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. I've lived in America for 10,000 years, and that is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard. Do you know how many women are suffering for you to say that? You're disgusting! How dare you? And you're just like, it's a joke. Fuck off. I mean, just say rape is fucked up, instead of saying it's the scummiest of scums.
I will also end this by saying, Goblin Slayer is not the first dark, violent fantasy that has rape in it. I mean, to look at other series in anime forms, we have The Obvious Answer, Berserk, Akame ga Kill, Ubel Blatt, Akumetsu.
That isn't the point. I already said this in the video, so I'm not going to repeat what I just said.
So I can't help but beg the question as to why people are not talking about these, but screaming about Goblin Slayer.
You don't know why? You don't even have to do that much research to find out why that's the case. Just read your comic section.
So to end this, do I think people are overreacting over Goblin Slayer? Even though I have said all of this, I really can't tell you. Just as I'm saying you're being presumptuous by saying the first episode is bad, it'd be pretty presumptuous and hypocritical of me to say that I think it's good.
I like how she makes it seem like people are arguing over this anime, whether it's good or bad. Like I said many times in this video, that is not the reason why people are mad.
I mean, we'll all be getting our answers Saturday nights anyway. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.
The fuck does that even mean? On the flip side. Well, now that you guys know this, let's move on to the next video.
Goblin Slayer is the worst anime ever made. Period.
Oh wait, never mind, he makes the same points as his girlfriend. And not only that, but his video is unbearably unfunny. That's kind of the main reason why I stopped watching Gucky over here. So in other words, let's move on to the anime man, because he made a video about it not that long ago. Now skip to where he talks about it. I'm sorry guys, but the video got corrupted somehow and there is nothing I can do about it. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with a still image of his face. And that's what maybe you might say, well, why don't you just download it again? Well, it's because it took me like 2 hours to do it and I'm not doing that shit again. And with that being said, bye.
People who say that Goblin Slayer is way too edgy and way too disgusting to be shown on TV need to grow a pair of balls.
That's not the main point as to why the controversy started. And if you're going to address the crazy side, then say that you are. Don't put them all in the same bubble. Otherwise, it seems like you're just being biased or just misinformed.
And also need to stop being fucking hypocritical. These are the same motherfuckers who put shows like Claymore and Berserk on a fucking, like, untouchable pedestal of dark fantasy. And yet, Goblin Slayer is the new entry and it's trying to maintain to the mainstream, but they throw in edgy stuff like rape and gore and sex and oh my god, get this shit out of here.
You know, funnily enough, both of these animes are rated TV mature, so, you know, that is kind of the main reason why there is no outrage over them. But you are just dismissing it as just a bunch of hypocrites and crazies getting mad over nothing.
But I'm sitting here looking back, sipping my tea like, What the fuck is the difference between that and, say, stuff that you see in Berserk and Claymore?
Goblin Slayer wasn't rated appropriately. That's the difference. Well, it seems like this is a good note to end it off on. But hey, if you want to know a little bit more about the controversy, then there is an anime YouTuber that actually talked about it. And that YouTuber is Lost Pause. So I'll put a link in the description down below so you can watch it. Because I agree with all the points he made in his video. Also, there's another YouTuber named appabend who also talked about this. So I'm going to put his video in the link down below as well. Well, with that being said, I hope you learned something from this video. Have a nice day, and I'm signing off. Bye.